Been kind of a weird couple days here. I guess I might take this tape off my finger. Let me real quick make an announcement or a post, I guess is what I should have said. And it takes a little bit for everybody to get in here anyway, so you guys chat amongst yourself. What's up, Jesse? And what's up, Joe? Which I know Joe's not your name, but it's your YouTube name, so that's what I'll stick with. Okay. Oops, that's wrong. Huh. Maybe I didn't. Well, crap. I don't have anything to use for the post. I don't have the thumbnail. Excuse me. So I guess I will just take one right now for the post. What's up, Miss Marilyn? And there's History Savior. What's up, man? Sounds like well, me and him were just texting. He's having a pretty exciting time right now. I gotta say, your job has been taking you some really cool places. I'm envious. Okay, YouTube. Let's create a post real quick. Oops, nope, I need the link first. Copy link. Okay, now I can create a post. Alright. So next week, I was thinking, I think I'm going to pick up a case of those HDRs since they're kind of popular right now, and that I can do one of the ones that Dub C sent on a live stream. So that's probably what we'll do next week. I don't know. I think he sent me menu 1 and 2. I think that's what it was. All right, real quick link. Put it up here. Post or paste. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Post. Alright. I wasn't sure what to go with on that thumbnail. Mr. Live, Games Live, you need to find an MRE ration that have a donut or dessert. This does have desserts in it. I'm sure there's going to be at least a couple in there. I guess if you consider Werther's a dessert, but yeah. Donut, that, I don't think that exists technically. I think Bob did one. I don't know if he did it for Minotaur or MRE Nation. I think I actually have one that's called the Donut MRE. It was like a police ration that he did, like a spin on a police ration. I think it was like, what did he put in there as the donut part, though? I can't remember. Did he use a bagel and then he had to put like frosting and sprinkles on it or something? I'm not sure. Miss Mellon says she's got a case of those coming. Like I said, they're kind of popular within the community right now. They're, you know what? As a matter of fact, I wasn't going to say anything because I wasn't sure that. Honestly, the prices seems too good to be true, and that's why I wasn't going to say anything. But I know people that have been confirmed getting their shipments, so yeah, like pick up some cases of HDRs right now for less than $60 a case for 2021s. They are the freshest rations that you're going to find right now, especially for that price. It boils down to like, I don't know, what is it? I guess it'd be like $6 a piece. It's a little bit less than $60 for the case. It's like 50 something. And I will tell you this too. There's an option to buy 2 cases and get it for a different price. Buy 3 cases. But if you look at that and you click on it and it tells you what the shipping differences are, it's not worth it. It actually costs more to purchase 2 or 3 or 4 cases at one time. So just order them one at a time and it'll be cheaper. I know that sounds crazy, and he'll have to ship them individually because that what it is it's calculating the actual cost to USPS, and USPS is not cheap to ship a case of MREs or a case of HDRs in this case, which is probably heavier than a case of MREs if I'm not mistaken. Let me think here. It's probably 23, 24 pounds if I was to guess. 10 rations in there, and probably, 2.5 pounds a piece, roughly. Probably 2.5, 2.3. Daniel says you can get cases of MREs locally for about 55, 60 bucks, but shipping down to the States would probably, yeah, easily, yeah. Wait, you're up in Canada, right? If you're saying shipping down to the States, so must be up in Canada. Yeah, shipping from Australia, from Canada would probably cost for a case probably 60, 65 bucks from Canada. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little more, but I guarantee you, Trucker or Smitty, um, B Temple could tell you exactly what the cost of that would be. There's a super chat from History Savior 1941. By the way, before I even read his super chat, you guys should go over there and subscribe to his channel. The guy does great things in trying to boost up history. Obviously, his name's History Savior 1941. He's got some really cool stuff set up, and he does some fun videos. Um, he got into the ghost stuff like I did, which is awesome. Can't stay long. You know why, Smokey? Love all you guys. Best community on the planet. So grateful for all of you. Well, thanks, man. Thank you for that super chat, dude. I really appreciate that, man. It's weird because I'm actually closer with a lot of people online than I am in my own community that I live in right here. And I think about that sometimes, especially here recently. I don't know why. I guess just because politics is a thing, and one thing that got me thinking about it the other day was I got this letter in the mail about my water again, about them not doing the tests, didn't test for lead or copper for an entire year, which I know that they have to do monthly, or it may be a constant test that, because you don't want lead in your water. But at the bottom of that letter was a signature that said, it said owner, what did it say? Owner and operator, I think is what it said. But it had me questioning because the signature on there was the mayor. And I was like, hey, how could he own the water company? I thought that was a town-owned thing because it's town water. So I don't know. I'm going to think about that some more until I figure it out, I guess. I've got to ask some questions. My neighbor's house over here burnt down a little bit ago. I was actually supposed to go to my son's basketball game, and I couldn't leave because there was all kinds of fire trucks blocking the road out there. And by the time that they got taken off, it was like I would have got there, and he might have had 20 minutes of playtime left, if that. I think the game actually went fairly quickly, so I doubt I would have caught much of it at all. Can't really see much because I didn't walk over there to it, but I do have pictures of the well, maybe I didn't. I didn't take them on. Maybe I took them on this the phone I'm actually streaming with right now. That's possible. Let me see here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Oh, here we go. I did take a little short video too. It's just play here. I know I was out there when it was smoking. Oh, I took motion photos, I guess. Huh. I didn't realize I did that. Weird. I don't know why it was set up like that. It shouldn't have been. There. Let's play the short video. You can still see the smoke rolling back, but it was really rolling smoke. This is about when they might even have it out by now, but yeah, it really sucks, man. I actually used to live, not this trailer right here, but there's another one right over here You can't see it because of this truck. But I used to live in that trailer right over there for probably a 3.5 years, something like that, maybe 4 years before I moved in the house that I'm in now. Yeah, it's like right directly behind that truck right there. So this would have been my next door neighbor, actually. This place right here. The video stopped playing, that's why I couldn't zoom. But would have been that place right there, and I don't know how bad it is. I didn't give it. I mean, it burnt for, I would say, at least 15 minutes or so before they started hitting it with water. Because whenever I initially looked out there, they didn't even have water on it, hadn't even started spraying it yet, and they just used a pump truck. They didn't even hook up to the see. There's a well, hang on. There's a no. They did hook up to it. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Yeah, fires do suck, man. And my first thought was probably a space heater. That was just my initial thought. I mean, I don't know what happened in the middle of the day like that. It's hard to tell, really. But I'm sure I'll find out. Community news. What do I have community news wise? I don't really. I don't think I have anything to report. Let me check and see if Bob reported anything to me when I texted him. He may have. Let's see. Nope, didn't hear anything from Bob. I'll ask him real quick. Other than those HDRs, like I said, I think the last I checked, there was like 13 cases left. So if you guys do go buy, leave me at least one case of the Warnix, if you don't care, if that's possible. I need to just go order a case. I should just do it right now, actually. You know what? Yep, I probably should do that. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna waste your guys' time. Alright. Oh. I don't know if you guys seen these or got to try these at Christmas time. This is something I think Reese should come out with permanently. I think this should be something that you could get year round, like a new product added. But it's peanut brittle Reese cups, and let me just they're amazing. I don't know. There's something different about the whole setup. It's not just like the peanut butter cup. That's not what makes it different. There's something going on in there, like maybe a little touch of molasses or something. That's not going to have an ingredients list on it, but this will. Okay, that's the white. That's milk chocolate. Oh, here we go. Ingredients: peanut sugar, vegetable oil, shea oil, sunflower oil, palm palm kernel oil, or safe flour. Did I say safe flour? Saffle. No, safflower? What is that? Right there. I've never seen that. I don't know. Anyway, skim milk, corn syrup, solids, dextrose, lactose. This, by far, these are the best Reese products. The new thing that they came out with, probably since like the Nutrageous. That was probably the last thing that I really liked that they came out with. I'm not seeing anything sticking out in that ingredients list that really is triggering what I'm talking about, because there's something very different about them that I don't know. Like I said, it's like a touch of molasses or something, maybe. I'm not really sure. But they do. They taste very different, and if you can get your hands on some of those, everybody I've had try one really enjoyed them. So I don't plan on eating those things because it's just going to make me fat, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, is putting on any more weight. I'm trying to lose weight. Okay, next thing I wanted to talk about was, maybe I should finish this off. I think it's like, yeah, it's about half full. Yeah. So I tried to save the bread, the half of bread. Let's see if it made it. I used the provided baggie. I checked this last week, and it was still looking pretty good. And it felt good. No! It freaking molded. No! Oh, I'm devastated. Dang it. Ah! I thought for sure putting it back in this package with the oxygen absorber, which there's not one in there. What the heck? Well, that's probably why then. Man. Alright, well, that's a total loss. I think anybody who knows me or has watched this knows how devastating that is for me, because I saved that on purpose because it was going to go well with the rest of this meal. And because there's a lamb something main in here. I don't know if it's like lamb korma or... Let's find out what else I got left here. Got some... Now, before I go any further, one of the reasons that you see so many items in an Australian CR1M like this is because from what I've read, there was a lot of issues with, which you have this issue with every ration in the militaries. Guys don't want to eat all the food, or even close to it, really. Typically, they range anywhere from 40 to 60% if you're lucky. And they just wanted to really bombard them with options and try to get them to eat as much of those options as possible. From what I can read, that's why they're so diverse and there's so many different things in them. Ow, cat. What? What do you want? You're going to knock stuff over. You're balancing right now. No, I'm sorry. Okay. What? Here, come here. Come and say hi. This is Brownie. Hi, Brownie. Say hi, Brownie. She's a good kitty. Yeah, you're a good kitty. You can't stay up there, though. Just for a minute. Just to say hello, huh? She is a really good lovey-dovey cat, though. Yep, you're already catching on my wires and stuff. Alright, come on. There you go. That's good enough. Go on. Jump up there. Go on. She's not going to leave me alone. Okay, we got some muesli with fruits and seeds, which I think is, I think that's the only muesli I've ever seen come out of the CR1M, is the muesli with fruits and seeds. I can't think of any. I don't think there is a different flavor. And we got some cream crackers, biscuits, 35 grams of those. 8/1/2017 production date on those. We have our instant mashed potatoes. We got dried potatoes, stabilizers, citric acid. I was wondering if there's any butter in them, but I guess not. And I don't have any pudding. We got our bag of cheese. Processed cheddar cheese, 56 grams net. That's a tiny little thing of cheese, but about the same thing as what you get in a... see, 43 grams here, but yeah, this is the old size. So now it's more like 30, what is it, 32 grams? I'm pretty sure, something like that. Or is it 28? Might be 28 grams. I know it's only 1 ounce, so... Alright, next we've got our... Yep, it is lamb korma. I wasn't sure. Good old lamb korma, made by Prepared Foods of New Zealand. These are the exact same looking retorts that are in the New Zealand rations. They have a few different menus in the New Zealand, but they also have a lot of the same menus that the Australian CR1Ms have. So there's a lot of crossover there in those rations. They're very similar to the New Zealand ones. Here we got our noodles, the mee goreng. Had those 2 weeks ago, something like that. Werther's Original. Good old cream candies made by Stork. February 21st, 2017. Expiration date 5/21/2018. So those are considerably out of date. So how far out of date would those be now? 4 years? Yeah, almost exactly. Yeah, Grandpa's favorite, exactly. Yeah. We got a tube of sweetened condensed milk. Did I open this? Yeah, I did. Obviously, because I got some on the cap and did not clean it off. We got our matches here. Was there 3 windproof? No, there's 4. 4 of the waterproof, windproof, waterproof. And then you got probably 10. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 in there. Didn't I use one? Yeah, so there must have been 11 regular and 4 of the windproof, waterproofs. Brownie. Ay, ay, ay. We got our pack of Australian M&Ms. I guess they redesigned the actual mascots, the M&M mascots, recently. But honestly, you can't tell the difference. Best before 5/8/18. There's your tissues. Australian Defence Forces issued butt ration, or TP, whatever you want to call it. Oh, we got our little all fruits bar. Want to focus? All fruits, raspberry too. I forgot about that. Yum. That's a good little piece right there. And I saved the creamer because you only get one. Here is what's left over of the yeast extract, which is Vegemite, and our jam, which I wish I had 5 of these in this ration. I don't know why I didn't. And here's your Fred. Freaking really ridiculous eating device. And the shovel. This is the Australian shovel. It's what is on it? Piece of styrofoam. That's exactly what that is. It's like, see, static, stuck back to it. There we go. And in here we have sugar, pack of Mentos, pure. Got 1 instant coffee left, I think. We got a bloated Tabasco, package of salt, 2 grams of that, good old-fashioned tea bag, some tomato ketchup for whatever reason. They all have it, I think, and some black pepper. Probably won't use any of that. Well, maybe the coffee and the sugar. Looks like... Did I use all the drinks last week? What an idiot. I'm dumb. I can't believe I did that. Well, I tell you what, it ain't no problem, because I got this this British ration sitting right behind me that was missing like half the food. So it only got to appear for 1 week. It was supposed to be a 2-week appearance for that ration, because it was supposed to be a pretty substantially large 24-hour cold weather ration. And yeah, it was missing basically the entire mains of a meal. And I've got about, I don't know, I got a good chunk of that left over. Especially drinks. I've got plenty of drinks. So we'll add some British. Let's just see what we got here real quick. Just find some drinks up in this bad boy. There's stuff in here. I got this too. I can't remember who said that about the dessert. But freeze-dried custard with apple. Right here. Made by Summit. Is it made by Summit? Prepare for everything. Fuel your preparation. I guess Summit is the company. 45 Roman Way, Industry Estate, Long Ridge Road, Preston. Okay. Yeah, that's, you know, European freeze-dry maybe? I don't know. I guess Summit is like a side brand. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But anyways, there's that. I might end up making that because do I really have a dessert here? I guess combining these two is going to be an option here. All right, here's the brew kit. You got 3 in 1. Oh, I have a tea bag and a coffee. So I guess what I really need out of here would be a cold drink, right? I think all that I have are those stupid energy drinks. Oh no, well yeah, it's hot chocolate. Alright, let's get one of those out then. Something to have a cold drink. And I had the black currant last week. This is the black currant. And there we go. Refreshing strawberry. Let's go with that. That will fill the gap that I unintentionally made. Did I have more than one cold drink last week? I can't remember. Or the week before when I had the first part of the CR1M. Huh. I don't know. My mom and dad both have COVID. I just found out last night. Well, yesterday afternoon, I guess you could say. And I gotta say, I've been stressing out about that a good bit. Because mom doesn't want to listen to any of the possible treatments out there. I don't know. I won't get into that too deeply, but yeah. Yeah, I had the Sustagen, and I made that cold, didn't I? Yeah. I ended up drinking all that too. So, had the Sustagen, had the black currant. Nope, that wasn't in the Australian. In the Australian, I had an orange, maybe? What the frick did I have? Yeah, I think it was orange flavored. Huh, I don't know. Kaylin, I appreciate you reminded me of the Sustagen, which was cold, and I think I had an orange sports drink, which, brownie, honey. Look, I don't know what you want. You're bothering me. You're distracting me. Yeah, I know. You're just being all sweet tonight for whatever reason. Wanting lovin's. She's wagging her tail, and it's like doing that thing. She's making it bend in the middle and curl around. She must be pretty happy. Yep. You gotta leave me alone, though, okay? Alright, let's get this food going. First thing I need to do, it's 28:09. Go throw this into the boiling water. What are we talking about calorie-wise here? Quantity per serving. So, 1,700. Let's see. No, that's kilojoules. Or whatever that means. KJ. Protein, grams, where's the calories in this bad boy? 250 grams net. Where the frick is the calories at? Serving size per container, energy. I guess that would be the calories. I really don't know about that. I think so. I think it's 1,765. Yep, she's knocking stuff over. 1,765 calories. Would that be right? Yep, that would be right. For 250 grams. Yeah, I thought it would be stated kcals too, but it's not on here. There's the ingredients list, nutritional information. I think energy. I don't know. Let me look it up because I feel like an idiot for not knowing this. Oh, this anyways. But it's a metric system that we just do not use. Brownie, you gotta quit. Okay. I was ready to go put that in the boiling water already. Okay, it popped up as the first thing. It's kilojoules. I was correct. Energy as kilojoules. Food energy is used to be measured in calories. Food energy used to be measured in calories, and some countries still use those units. The conversions are as follows: 1 kilojoule equals 0.2 calories. So 1 calorie equals 4.2 kilojoules. Wow. So I got to divide that by what? 2 point. Wait, what would it be? 2 point. I don't know. It's like 2 point something. So basically, more or less, be half of that. Um, so we're probably looking at like 850 calories, I'm going to say, roughly. This is what it's saying the conversion is. You got to quit. That hurt. John, it wouldn't be divided by... Oh, yeah, you're right. 0.2. It'd be 5. It'd be divided by 5 exactly. Yeah, okay, so divided by 5. So it'd be 1765 divided by 5. So it'd be 300... 265 divided by 5. It'd be 225. It'd be 350, but we're going to call it 350 some calories. 353, 300, yeah, roughly. Something like that. Let's see. What would that be? 15, 26, it'd be 5, it'd be 1. Yeah, it'd be 353 calories. 353 calories is what that converts to in my head. So, anyway, this is going to go get thrown into... Wow, I can't believe that. I never would have dreamed that the conversion on that was divided by 5. So, Joe, I was correct. 353. Yeah. I was just trying to do it in my head. I used to be able to do that a lot quicker. Typically, I can. I don't know. It's got a lot on my mind. Well, that's got a lot of weird damage on it right there, which is kind of concerning, to be honest. It's got like a V in it right here. You guys can see that. It looks like... I don't know what it looks like. Maybe kind of like teeth marks, but there's nothing on this side. So I don't know how that could happen. And it looked like this when I took it out of the bag, if I remember correctly. Huh. 40% lamb in here. It should be nice and fatty. All right. Exactly 33. I will be back. Exactly 33. Okay. Yeah, let's get the tray. There we go. Gotta move everything. We got a lot of stuff to make. Mashed potatoes, a bunch of drink. Well, some drinks. There's a good bit going on here, honestly. And if it wasn't for Dan, Mr. Cyanide Cookies, this would not be possible. Oh, cat. Forgot bottles of water. That's alright, I'll go grab one whenever I get that out, which is going to be... I'm only going to leave it in for 5 minutes. 5 minutes almost seems like too long. I'm going to go get it at 4. At 4 minutes, which that means it'll be in there probably like closer to like 4.5. Something like that. So at 37, I'm going to get it. Biscuits there. All fruits. M&Ms. I typically don't even open those because why? They're freaking M&Ms, and I know everybody knows what M&Ms are. I'm going to need a couple little bowls, actually. The muesli, I don't know about that. That's straight up breakfast for me. So, well, I might do it. I'm either gonna do the muesli or the custard with apple. Just depends. Oh yeah, I didn't read it, but I seen it pop up. There's just been a lot going on the last couple of days. I will check that, but I did see that pop up, and regarding the custom MRE, according to the tracking, should be with you by Monday. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for sending that, and thank you for the super chat, LC. Next week I'll probably do the humanitarian daily from Dub C, and then the next week I'll either do that weird Canadian American mix that Joe sent down, or we'll do the custom one. The weird one that Joe sent is like that's gonna be a hard one to come by. I'll probably never see another one of those. It's gonna be hard to open that thing up all willy-nilly on a live stream. But thank you for that super chat, and thank you for sending a ration. I will check that email as soon as I can. Does Walmart have meat goring? Ugh, I think so. I think they do now. I don't think they used to, but I think they do now. I think it's more of a recent development that they've had. All right, let's do. You know what? I've got all those 3-in-1 coffees or teas, which I think is what I want more than the tea bag. I think everybody knows what a tea bag looks like and tastes like. I mean, it's just a standard black tea. I'm going to go with one of those. Since I got extras of those, and I actually happen to really like it. It's good hot or cold, by the way. Which, I mean, I'd say to get it to dissolve properly, you need to make it hot, and then it'll, I just let it cool down last week, and it was really good cold. All right, time to go get the main. See, look, the spot right here does not look good. It almost looks like this thing didn't swell up at all either, which I didn't see any food floating around in the water, in the boiling water. I forgot the bowls, which I'll have to go back. I'm going to have to go back and get them. It's okay. And I forgot the water. Okay, I'll just get them right now. Alright. Got some bowls, which I didn't need two, actually, because I can use my one Melmac bowl down here. Alright. 3-in-1 tea. I'm going to start with that. Bob Ross. My favorite mug. Yeah, me goring. I don't know if Shocker's in the chat, but Shocker would most certainly be one of the people to ask where a common place to find me goring is. Okay, it was all packed in there. That's why I used my knife. If not, it would have just flew all over the place. How much water? 180 mils, third of a pint. So that's I think I figured it up. It's like a little less than 6 ounces. I think I can eyeball that now. Oh, yeah, I just did that. Need to do the mee goreng when I can give it a good bit of my attention, because last time I made mee goreng, I overcooked it. You have to, for me, I have to eat it fairly quickly, or I'll just end up with these like slimy, overdone noodles that I do not enjoy at all. Okay, I do have a mug here that'll hold more, but it's black on the inside, so. Plus, I made it this way last time, and it turned out just fine. Some of the best what? What did Bob say? Some of the best chow you ever had. Yeah, definitely you can find it in any international or Asian market, but a lot of people don't have that around. I mean, if you don't live near a city, that's so weird. Those little, the like really white parts of it, that's where the flavor's at. And the rest is, the other parts are sugar. You can see those are the flavor crystals versus the sugar. Kind of crazy that you can see such a difference. Usually it's kind of combined together with the sugar. Any drinks that I've ever had out of any American ration would be that way. Alright, I don't have a trash bag. It's okay. I got a spot for it. Next, gotta put water in this. Okay. You gotta dig that though. You know, not having a whole bunch of dyes in there. I'm a huge fan of not having a bunch of crap in my drinks. It's very light color, like a peach color. Pretty similar to the color. No, it was like a purple color. Very light purple though. I think it started off more of a peach color though, and kind of got purple after time. Mashed potatoes. It says to add 250 mils of water to this. That seems like a lot. And of course I don't have one in the live chat. I don't know why it always starts out on top chat. If you don't switch it over to live chat, I don't see some of your guys' messages at all. Like, they don't even show up at all. Alright. Ah. These aren't just... Ooh, those smell really good. This is not a gusseted package, so... Trying to get all that loose stuff to fall down in there. Staticky where it's cold. It's been real cold. Yesterday it was 3 degrees at the coldest point that I checked. I sent Dan a message with a screenshot of the temperature actually it's probably like 5 o'clock this morning, roughly. Give this a stir. Sugar sitting on the bottom. Really sitting on the bottom. I gotta say, I am a big fan of the Australian coffee too. It's nice and strong, but it's not real. It ain't got a real harsh bite to it or anything. See, it's fairly strong coffee though. All right, I don't know about putting 250 milliliters of water in that. That just seems like a lot. I'm gonna start with like maybe 200. I don't know. That even seems like a lot. Maybe like 180. Indomie brand noodles, the same as Indomie. It seems like they're. I've never seen mee goreng noodles that were like really different. They all seem very similar to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Just from my own personal experience, they all seem very similar, though. I don't know exactly how much water I got here. Looks like I got more like 150 here. 150 milliliters. I guess I'll start with that. So if I got 150, that means it could possibly need 100 more if I go by their instruction. Here we go. Let me see if I can do this to where you guys can see it. And this package is going to get smoking hot real quick. All those chives coming up to the top there. Yeah, it actually might take that other 100. Feels pretty dry on the bottom. It's so hot, though, I'm not going to be able to mix it with my hand. There's just no way. I'm going to give it more water because it still feels completely dry at the bottom, and it soaked every bit of that water in. So 100 more milliliters is what I'm going to give it. I gotta start doing some trivia, man. Like some ration trivia, even. Could be fun. Alright. There we go. That's 100 more milliliters. Just kind of wiggle it down in there, maybe. Maybe it'll get to the bottom. Man, that thing is hot. My boiling water is no joke. My boiling water is as hot as it could possibly be without dipping it straight out of a rolling boil pot. I get it real hot, and then I put it straight into a thermos. Maybe at most 45 minutes to an hour before we start the live stream usually. So, alright. Well, I'm going to set those back there in that bowl and let them do their thing. Hopefully that water made it all the way to the bottom. It did not. Not even close. It's just so freaking hot. It's throwing water out the top of it. I don't know how to do this without burning my freaking fingers. I don't think it's sealed very well. Just kind of need to knead it. I don't have a glove to put on or anything. Woo! It's still really cold right here, so it's definitely... Oh, it does have a gusted bottom. I didn't think it did. Where's the freaking water coming from? Yeah. Hot. I think it might actually need more water. Yeah, I can still feel the potato flakes crunching in my fingers down in the bottom. So these are going to be a little bit difficult. Yeah. Really hot. What do I have here that could help me out? I have a Canadian. Yeah, right here. That's... I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to have to unfold it one more time. There we go. Here we go. That's the ticket. Right there. Yeah, buddy. It's still hot, but it's manageable. Yeah, I can still feel the dry flakes right down in here. Sorry taking so long on this, guys. And that's 60 grams of just the potato flakes and other stuff there that before you add the water. This is a big serving of mashed potatoes, which should go fantastically with the lamb korma. All right, come on, get in there. I'm going to get aggressive here for a second. Burn the crap out of my fingers is exactly what I'm going to do, but that's okay. Whew, that's a little bit of an adrenaline rush right there. Burning your fingers like that intentionally. Just saw Super Chat come up. Cyanide Cookie says, sorry I'm late. I'm out enjoying the summer sun. Hope everything is all good in everyone's world. Well, thanks, Dan. Cyanide Cookie's over there in Australia. Yeah, like I said, he's the reason that this is even possible. And I was also telling folks that I sent you a screenshot of it being 3 degrees here last night or this morning. And I think it's supposed to get colder tonight, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. So I think it's supposed to get in the negatives, actually. I really appreciate that huge super chat that you just sent over, though. Holy crap, man. You did not need to do that. Man. Dan. I think I showed, did I send, I think I sent Dan a picture of the my neighbor's place that unfortunately caught fire a little bit ago. It ain't been that long ago, actually. It's only been it probably happened at like was it out there when I went and started my car? Can't remember. I might have went and started my car and then they were out there. I don't know. I went and started my car for it to warm up though, because it's really cold. It reminds me, what is the temperature right now? Let's find out real quick. 21 degrees. So it ain't super cold yet. I mean, that's cold, but it ain't super cold. Let's take a look at these cream crackers real quick. Can't get a grip because of my tape on my finger here. I'll do it the other way. I had to open it like a bag of chips, but it's not going to happen. So I'm going to cut it. Like so. You smell that? Ooh, it smells like flour. Like just straight up. It doesn't smell like a saltine. It smells like bleached flour. It's kind of almost got a little bit of a bleachy smell to it. Huntley? Is that the name? Huntley? Is that supposed to be an L right there probably? Let's see if I can get a better chunk out of there with the Palmer's. Huntley and Palmer's maybe? Oh, here's one that's almost. Yeah, Huntley. Huntley and Palmer's. I like how they print that on there. That's cool. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Dan, the bread fell casualty because there wasn't an oxygen absorber in it. I didn't realize there wasn't one in that package. I don't remember taking one out of it either, as a matter of fact. So, I just kind of assumed that it was stuck in the package. Good old Werther's Originals. These have not been opened yet, so these are sealed a little different than the last Werther's I had here in the United States. I don't think you had to open them like this. They should be individually wrapped on the inside. They are individually wrapped. A nice gold foil on the inside there. These are in good shape. These things will melt in the Australian heat. Good old Werther's. Yum, yum. Got our little all fruits bar. This thing is tiny. How many grams is this thing? 20 grams. Tiny. Tiny little thing. It was negative 37 Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? I don't do the conversion in my head. I don't know what the conversion is. I think it's dark, ain't it? Mmm. Ah, it smells good though. It smells like raspberry. Yum. All right. Meat Gordon should be last, I think. Let's get the bag of cheese opened up. Here it is. Get this. This thing's actually kind of hard to use. I'm not gonna lie. I think they need to do a redesign, or they need to change the design of it somehow. And if they could put, I don't know. I really don't know. Every time I ever use one of these, this right here kind of, or it's this gets into my, see how, when you hold it, you got to hold it like that. And this digs right into that bend in my finger right there, like crazy. See, that's exactly how it is. And your hand just ends up laying right in the bottle opener part up here at the top. Alright, let's get this cheese opened up. Yeah, buddy. Do a lot of guys mix the cheese with the Vegemite? I mean, I know you're supposed to put butter on toast, and which I've done it. I had a whole jar of Vegemite one time. I ate some of it. Gave the rest of it away because I just couldn't eat it. It's way too high in salt for me. And that thing does kill my finger though, especially on a little can like this too. It's a little bit more difficult to open. Oh, we just got a brand new can opener yesterday. I should have used that. Dang it. We got one of the ones that cuts the top off, and the one my old lady got was it's a really good one, made by Pampered Chef. Look at that weird swirl mark in there. So anybody that doesn't know, cheese is not supposed to be yellow. It's just not supposed to be yellow. What's up, John? That weird swirl in there. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, Dan's from Tasmania. I'm sure it doesn't matter if I tell you that. Revolvant the opposite Fahrenheit. What? It ain't real strong smelling. This is actually really fresh looking cheese compared to the last cheese that I had. The last cheese that I had out of a CR1M was darker than that, and it had a lot more pungent smell to it. That's not bad. I'm not going to need that really unless I put some on a biscuit, on a cracker. I think I saved something else out of this thing too. What was it? I don't have it here with me though. I don't know. I might go get it. It was what the heck was it? Oh, it was those apricot. It was the apricot flavored biscuits. Let me go grab them. Thought I had them. Maybe I don't. Nope. I must have ate them. I'll be daggone. I do have one of the jam sandwich cookies left though. I'll throw that out here. Huh. I don't remember eating those apricot. I think I ate them with the tea and the coffee. Not last week, but the week before. I'm taking my hat off. It's giving me a headache right now. Oh, there we go. All right. Do I have enough time now to focus my attention on the meat goring noodles. I think I do. Alright. Cook noodles in 400 milliliters of boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes, which I'm not going to cook them that long. Drain the noodles, add the seasoning, mix well, and serve. Alright. Let's do this. Maybe. Good Lord. Yeah, my finger's not working. I mean, my finger's working. It's just I can't get a grip on anything because that tape on it. Put a Band-Aid on, and the Band-Aid wouldn't stay on, so I had to tape it around my finger. Get the seasoning packets out. Last time I did this, they made a mess on my fingers, so I'm going to try not to. What is this? Anybody tell me what this is? Because there's never enough of it, whatever it is. I mean, I don't know how much flavor that adds, but there's just like, it's just never enough. Smokey, open the Warnick case, menus 1 through 5, 2 of each, packed 10, 6 of 20. Holy crap. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for that info, my friend. I actually, instead of ordering, I asked him if he had any Warnick cases, and I hope that he says yes, and I can get at least 1 case of Warnicks, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy with 1 case. 2 cases would be good, but 2020s, I assume they're probably going to be exactly the same, the 2020s and the 2021s. I doubt there will be any difference. But should I use this big bowl? Do I need this big bowl? Yeah, I probably do. Yeah. It'll be fine. This will work. You'd have to have your mess kit handy out in the field with this, and I'm going to snap this in half. These noodles are a little bit weird. I'm going to try one of them dry. I've never done this before. You know what? That's not bad. It's kind of got a weird initial flavor of, excuse me for saying this, but kind of like vomit. It's got this weird like stomach bile flavor, but it goes away pretty quickly. Oh, that's weird. It's weird because it's like almost like a vapor that comes off of it. All right, I'm going to pay full attention to these meat goring noodles right now. So. All right. Use a spoon to shove the noodles down in there so that they're submerged. Now, this is the spoon that I hadn't used yet. Now it's been used. Dang it. I need one of these for these anyway. Good old Canadian spork. Give them about 20 more seconds or 30 more seconds probably before I go drain the water off of them. Still a little too stiff for my taste. But I do not want to overcook them like I did last time. Last time they ended up just too much. Guess while I'm waiting, I can go to the cream biscuits back here and give one of them a try on its own. This got a pretty decent flavor to them. They taste a lot like they smell though, like that bleached flour. They don't resemble a saltine in flavor at all, really. Maybe just like the very end follow-up that, you know, it's just barely there. I mean, it does taste a little bit like a saltine though. Put just a little bit of this on here. I mean, literally a little bit. Probably too much, actually. So much flavor in that. Now, what that done was made that taste a lot like a piece of bread. Which this is just pure yeast extract. exactly what it says. And it made the cracker taste like, yep, that's it right there. They're going to get drained. Ooh, hot. Alright. We got to add all these little seasoning packets here. I'll go with the dry ones first. I think these are dry. Got to knead the sauces before you put them in? Okay. I will do that spicy tuna roll. This one first. That looks like a beef bouillon. Smells like a beef bouillon. I'm gonna give it a try out of the. It's not. It's got a sweetness to it. Yeah. I don't know. Oniony. Very sweet. That looks like brown sugar. You see the chunks that come out of there? Give it a try. Ooh, that's the bouillon right there. Salty, jam-packed with flavor. That's good stuff right there. Go ahead and motivate it down to the bottom. That little tiny bit of liquid I left in there, just a little tiny bit. You're supposed to drain these off completely, and I don't know how the freak you could make them if you drained every bit of the water off. It had a little bit of spice to it, like there's a little bit of chili powder in it, maybe. And that, I don't know, I think it's beef bouillon, that second one that opened. Okay, give this a knead. The middle one, I don't think I'm going to be able to knead it. Yeah, no. I don't even know if I'll be able to get it out of there. That's what I don't like about that one. And this one, I'm not sure what this is, actually. I always feel like it's leaking. The last one did leak, I think. Alright. Probably should go from this end, huh? Since all this is down here. Didn't cut my fingernails. I'm going to cut all these apart. Usually I don't do that. Hopefully I don't screw it up. Alright, cut them apart. Now it doesn't matter what side I open them on. That's got to be like molasses or something. I don't know. That's what it looks like. My finger. Just going to keep going before I even bother with cleaning my fingers off, because I'm just going to get messy again. I'll say that. Making mi goreng noodles can be messy. Or it is for me. every time. Maybe I'm a goober. I don't know what I'm doing. That's a high possibility. Cut this one. Now, I don't know about... I might have to... Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut it all the way open, hopefully. Maybe. Yeah, I got it. Yikes. Whatever this is like extremely sticky. Look at that. How are you supposed to get that out of there? Come on, man. What Joe Biden would say. I'm not quoting him. Take that back. This is something else. I think I might have to go without this, whatever this is. I'm trying. I'll end up on that tape on my finger. Oh, my son's home. Alright. I know those noodles on the bottom got mixed up. Shut up, man. Hey, man. I can do more push-ups than you, man. Can't believe he challenged that guy to push-ups up one day or one time, whatever it was. Let me check something here. Oh, Super Chat says, it's Mulder. Mulder says, hey, Smokey, the meat goring are a bit of work, yeah, but well worth it. I don't know, man. I'm a pretty big fan of just regular old, you know, ramen noodles. I mean, I ain't got to get all fancy with it. I always add an extra bouillon in my ramen. we call them around here ramen noodles too. I know they're ramen noodles. But I always add, you know, an extra bouillon cube to make them super extra salty and bad for you. But these meat goring, man, especially that middle pack. The middle pack's always like virtually impossible to get the sauce out. And if you don't leave a little bit of water in there, there's no way all those solids and sauces will dissolve. The noodles are not, if you drain them completely, the noodles are not moist enough to break the sauces down and make it mix up properly. But thank you for that super chat, Mulder. I really appreciate that. Let me go back even further just to make sure I didn't miss anything. CT was the last one before that. Okay, cool. It was about the warrant cases. Good deal. I think these are mixed up pretty well. I did see that one big old solid chunk in there, and I really don't want to get surprised by that. That might be it right there. It's broken down pretty good now. These are still pretty warm, but not as hot as I would like. But that's what happens when you make meat goring. They really do take a minute to get prepared. And by the time you eat them, they're typically cooled down a good little bit. And, you know, this is kind of a chore to make these out in the field in your mess kit and then clean up your mess kit afterwards. But here we go. Down the hatch. Can't wait around after you make these either. They'll get cold. And then they'll really suck. I'm going to go throw that back in the water for a couple minutes. I had already turned that water off too. Okay, so the noodles have a slightly sweet flavor to them. There seems like some soy sauce going on there. Definitely, I think mainly a beef flavor. Since I left the juice in the bottom, they are nice and juicy. Yeah, these are pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I am a big fan of the ramen noodles, though. I don't think these beat the ramen noodles, in my opinion. If I got ramen in the field with an extra bouillon cube or a pack of sauce, pack of flavoring, I'd pick it over this. But this is not bad at all. This is something you don't typically see in a ration either. I don't know why. I don't know why we haven't adopted these into American rations, for that matter. Not be goring, but, you know, ramen noodles. Super cheap. Lightweight. Maybe it's, well, it's not too salty. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know why. Maybe it's, the preparation. Because all we don't provide stoves or fuel tabs or anything like that anymore. It's just flameless ration heaters. So, preparing this, unless you had a source of hot water, you know, you'd have to eat it lukewarm or cold. So that wouldn't work out very well. Oh yeah, Miss Marilyn, I forgot about that. Been a long time since I've seen a Milk Cold Weather opened up. A long time since I opened one up. But I've never personally had the American ramen noodles before. Very oily. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got a very oily consistency to it. I'm going to assume that these are probably quite fatty as well because of those sauces that go in it. This would be one of your, well, in my opinion, this would be one of your midday snack meals. There's only technically two main meals to an Australian CR1M, and then there's like a midday light meal. You're not supposed to eat a heavy meal in the day. You're supposed to eat your big meal in the morning, and then a light, you know, snack through the day, and a light meal through the day, and then your dinner's supposed to be a decent sized meal. Alright, I'm not going to fill up on that. How else could I describe that? It's definitely a savory flavor. Sweet, savory, salty, beefy, oily, fatty. It does have a fatty kind of feel to it in your mouth. Oily, slightly. Give the strawberry energy drink out of that British ration a try. Salt made me thirsty. That's actually got a really nice flavor to it. Not terribly strawberry enhanced flavor. Really, I mean, it doesn't seem too artificial, but it also very hard flavor to match when you're talking about like in a drink or something like that. It's going to be an artificial flavor, but that's pretty close. That's not bad. I gotta say, that's pretty decent compared to a lot of other artificial strawberries that I've had. Alright, next up on the... Oh yeah, let me go get that main back out. Ugh. Hey. Give me that litter box for me. this is hot again. Lamb is one thing that you don't want to have to eat room temperature or cold. This was getting back down to being pretty daggone cool. So, I don't think it'll fit in that bowl. We're going to use the Melmac bowl for this. Which, actually got this from Roller Yak. This and my Melmac tray, and I got a Melmac cup right here, and a coffee cup somewhere. I don't know where the coffee cup went. It's probably here on my table somewhere. I'm not seeing it though. Ooh, I'm gonna freak out. Where in the heck did I put that coffee cup? It's got to be around here somewhere. Or maybe I didn't have one. No, I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, let's check out this. Do I have everything prepared for? Oh, nope. Let me check the mashed potatoes first. That's what I got this other bowl for. Mashed potatoes. I knew I was going to use all of them. I just had. I couldn't remember why. I had it in my head. I'm trying to look down at the chat as much as I can. See, these aren't hot anymore. That's a friggin' hole. That is a hole right there. Thought they were leaking out earlier. Alright, let's put some in this bowl right here. This package already started to like delaminate. Alright, I got most of those out of there. A little bit left in there. A few bites, I would say. That can go back in there. Alright, let me give these a try right now while they're hot, on their own. They look really fantastic, actually. They're done properly. They're not too much water. The 250 milliliters was correct. I will say that. Let's give them a try. Those have some good flavor to them. They kind of remind me. I used to eat at these buffet places that had rotating buffet. Stella, you're killing me. I'm gonna have to go let her out. Be right back. Come on. Cry, baby. All right. Yeah, these are really good. They do have a buttery, a little bit of a buttery flavor to them. You can pick up the, I guess that's chives. There's something in there. That might be like little pieces of dill or something. I'm not sure 100% on what that is. Let's look at the ingredients and find out exactly what that is. You got potatoes, milk powder, chives. Ba-boom. They are chives. Not very flavorful chives, but they definitely give it a little bit of that. There's a little bit of that green and fresh, like follow-up, I would say. You don't really get a whole lot of that punch in the mouth, but you do get it on the follow-up. Anyone tried the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Company? It's a small batch hot sauce company based here in Canada. I've not even seen that before. Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Alright, here we go. Lamb korma. Nice and fancy. I equate anything that's lamb with being fancy. So this is a fancy pants military ration. It's better than the Italians. See, I knew this was going to be fatty and oily like that. Definitely has a. It doesn't look good, you know. I mean, not that it's like it looks like it's went off, like it's went bad, but it looks. Yeah, I'm not going to dump this out yet because the dog's beating on the door. I hear you. Come on. Every time I look out the door now, I think about them folks losing their house over there. A little bit ago, it's kind of crazy. All right, here we go. Dumping this oily. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, I don't know, dude. That does not look like my cup of tea right there, at all. I mean, it smells alright. Kind of smells a little bit like curry. A little bit. It smells a lot like curry, actually. But man, does that not look appetizing in the slightest. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at that. It's just a chunk of fat. No, man. I don't know. You guys know I'm a consistency eater. Okay, there's a chunk of meat. Just gonna go for that. I can't do the big old fat. Yeah, I know it's just fat separation. But I'm not talking about that. I don't care about that. This is gelatinous. You know what I'm saying? Other than the chunks of meat in it, it's like it's a gelatinous, lovely mess of stuff. Anyway, down the hatch, I guess. Ooh, good and hot. Not too much fat there. One little chunk. I can get by with it. It tastes exactly like you think it would. The lamb is somewhat, like a dry meat. Has a dry texture to it. It's not a dry meat. It has a dry texture to it. Kind of the texture's kind of a little bit rough and stringy, but it's soft. And this this does taste a lot like a curry sauce. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that fat, man. Oh, Lord help me. Yep. Keep me away from them chunks of fat. I'm going to go in with a big old bite of the mashed taters here with it, because I do actually think these two are going to mix well together. Oh, Smokey, about the pet MRE, I unfortunately failed. I totally forgot about that till you just mentioned it right now. Of course, you didn't have to do that either. My dogs are spoiled anyway, so thank you for that super chat. Yeah, they get whatever they want whenever they want, pretty much. Other than my little poodle, I have to actually restrict his diet, but I give him as much as I can in good conscience. And I've only been giving him chicken. Only. Nothing else. Honestly, it didn't mix as well as I thought it was going to. Typically, I don't do this, but I think this main, like the spinach main, was not for me. And I don't think that... Look. It looks like that's really tough for me to... to handle. Man, you know what? I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is just not my cup of tea. This is a main that I would trade off. I would trade this for just about anything else. Um, Lamb korma can be a lot different than this too. I've had it a lot different than this before. This just wow, there's a lot of fat in there, man. Golly, look at that. Like it keeps going. Yep. Okay, I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. I'm just gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna be a man about it or if I'm gonna be a little sissy about it, but yep, I'm done. Whatever you want to call that. Oh, what about with a cracker? Okay, all right, all right, all right. Get a chunk of cracker out of here. All right. You know, I'm just gonna have to go for a chunk of this meat right here, though. Hopefully, it ain't got a big old. I don't think this does. This looks like a lean piece. But even like the rest of it, the sauce and stuff is very stringy and gelatinous. Now here we go with the cracker. Ordo says, I thought lamb korma was just cooked on a stand-up pit and sliced off thin and put on a wrap. Well, I don't know. I've only ever seen it in a bowl. Yeah, the crackers actually don't even mix with it that well, to be honest. They overpower it. And the crackers have like this sour, almost like a sourdough kind of follow-up to them. That when mixed with that, I don't know what that flavor is. It's just, they don't mix well together. The crackers actually do not mix well with the lamb. I gotta say, like the best thing I've had on the crackers so far has been the Vegemite, and it just takes a little tiny bit, just maybe a little bit more. I mean, sure you could eat this stuff by the spoonful if you wanted, but who would want to? I know Steve done it that one time, but it's just like really there's no point in that unless you're like craving salt. Your body's really completely depleted on your sodium level, then yeah, I would eat that right out of the tube. If I'd been sweating for 2 days and hadn't had anything to drink, I'd probably want to just chug that whole tube down. It's 3-in-1 tea. Good stuff. I didn't think about it. Both my drinks are out of the British, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I gotta have a little bit of this jam. Oh, no, I don't. Not before I do the cheese. Not before I do the cheese. It's really stiff. The cheese is. It's kind of dry too. Drier than I'm used to with it. That's lighter colored once you dig down in there. Just a shade, really. Very mild. The cheese itself, I expect it to be a little sharper, honestly. Although, again, these biscuits have a very, very distinct flavor and a very, I would say almost powerful, like overpowering in some instances, flavor. I barely tasted the cheese, so I mean, I got a good bit on there. Let's see how this goes. Very mild, yet again. The biscuit itself is is what I taste the most. So let me just do this. Give the cheese itself a try. Wash that now. What does that... That reminds me of... Wow. You know what that reminds me of? Government cheese. Like the cheese that my grandma used to get whenever I was a little kid in the blocks. The government cheese that was free. Well, not free, but everybody else paid for it. Welfare cheese. That's exactly what that tastes like to me. I have not tasted that in 30 some years. Probably. Wow. It didn't taste like that last time I had it. I don't think the last cheese I had was Vega, though. I thought it was Vega with a V. Isn't there a Vega cheese, too, with a V? VOG. VOG, FYI? What are we talking about? Yeah, I grew up on that cheese, too, Caitlin. And I'll tell you what. This, even though it's in a different form, obviously this is in a little round can, but I don't know, man, the consistency, the flavor, that really took me back. Like, and you can see, like, look, I mean, it's not like a cheese spread or something like that. That's not what this is. Like a solid cheese. And last time I had this cheese, it was spreadable. Man, that's weird. That's such a... You can buy a bag of cheese online. Yeah, I've seen it on Amazon too, yeah. I've seen it on, maybe I've seen it on eBay. I don't look at Amazon very often. But, I mean, that's probably the closest thing to that vintage government cheese that I've maybe ever had. I really don't remember if it was... I swear I thought it was Vega the last time I had it. In lieu of actual cheese, you get Vega. Vega. Combo. Number 5. What? Vega cheese available now at Tom's Diner. Suzanne Vega cheese. What? I'm lost. Alright, I gotta have some of this jam. I'm like craving it. This jam is so good. I broke out a couple American strawberry jams as well last week. I mean, I ended up eating those instead of eating this, just because I wanted to save this for today. But look at that. This is better, by the way. This is better than the American. They're similar in taste and stuff, but the strawberry jam I had was from like 2011, so maybe that's why. That strawberry jam takes over the flavor of that cracker. Yeah. There's still like a little bit of a sourness to it, though. It's kind of weird mixing the two. Those apricot oat biscuits last week were killer. Really good stuff. All right, we got to go this route. Seems like this was a solid though last week. I think it is. I don't think it's... Well, it was. Oh, okay. No, that's good. A dollop of sweet goodness milk. Should be like icing, but... Yeah, that kind of helped with the flavor of that cracker. Where it's a cream biscuit is where we're really getting into that sourness that I'm talking about, that it has. The sweet and condensed milk really mean, there's not like a vanilla flavor or anything that goes along with it, really. It's just kind of a sweet, creamy flavor. I wouldn't say it's completely mute of flavor, but it's pretty close. It's just sweet. Yeah. Now that strawberry and cream right there, that should be good. Mmm. Yeah. That's the way to eat them. That's the way I will eat those. I'll use up that sweetened condensed milk and the that strawberry jam on those. For sure. Raspberry all fruits. Wow. I don't know if I've ever had a raspberry flavored all fruit one before. Sour. Sweet. Very, I mean, it's 100% natural flavor. But, I mean, the raspberry flavor is just unbelievably good. If you like raspberries, if you like raspberry flavored stuff, like real raspberry flavored stuff, not like that blue raspberry crap, that right there, obviously it's kind of like a fruit. I mean, it is a fruit leather. Yeah, it looks like a brownie. It's kind of hard to tell, but it does have a red tint to it. But that's what happens when you make like a fruit leather like this. It just turns dark. Anytime you take a fruit like that, it's going to get really dark from oxidation. In the process of making it, all the oxygen that it gets exposed to will turn it a very dark color like that, a really dark red, sometimes even a black. If you get into like what's a fig or something like that, it'll turn completely black, which they start off kind of like a burgundy-ish, reddish brown kind of. How easy the process of brewing beer is, but the art of brewing gift beer. I've never tried to brew beer myself. My buddy does it in his garage, and he got into it for a while. Anybody can brew beer, but I'd say brewing good beer is hard. I don't think I've ever done like a beer plant tour before. I've been in a couple breweries before, but I never like took the tour or anything. Whenever we went out to Colorado, Sebastian, I think it's Miller Lite that's out there. Is it Miller? No, it ain't Miller. Coors. It's Coors. That's what it was. The Coors factory, somewhere near Golden, Colorado. I didn't go. Some of the other family members did go on that, and I think I went and done something else. We went and done something else. Man, that's actually really good. Way better than I had expected. It goes good following that up too. I thought it'd be really sour and weird, but believe it or not, it's not. Sebastian, buddy, keep going. The cat's got its arms sticking out from underneath there. Yeah, there's little micro brews that popped up everywhere. Honestly, they're I'm gonna push that lid down on there because I am gonna eat that and enjoy the heck out of that. Take me right back. You know what? I've seen this commercial on YouTube here recently. I know I'm getting sidetracked and I'm all over the place, but I saw this commercial and this guy was talking about everybody has food. I can't remember what he said, but I've been talking about this for years. Is your food memory, and your food memory, if you can trigger something in your food memory from your childhood, like it'll literally take you back just instantly it could be a smell, it could be a taste, it could be visual. You could see it and it'd be like, oh, and then you can almost taste it just from the visualization, seeing that box of cereal from when you were 10 years old and you pulled the toy out, or whatever it was. Cracker Jack box, the exact same one, the exact same toy that you opened. It was like the best toy you ever got. Cracker Jack when you were like 7, 8 years old. If you're about my age, they still had good toys in there sometimes. Not all the time. Most of the time, they still had those stupid paper ones, even when I was a kid. Sebastian! Alright. You got to shut him up, please. Yeah, well, make him stop barking. Okay. There was something else. This was the jam biscuit from a couple weeks ago, if anybody didn't see it. Oh, if you guys don't mind to hit that thumbs up or down. Either way, I don't care. I got cat scratches on my hand from the stupid kitten. I'd appreciate you for hitting that thumbs up or down. Sean will probably be having a live stream tomorrow. We can ask him. Ration Museum Sean, if he'll be live streaming tomorrow. I offered to go take care of my mom and dad. And Mom didn't want me coming down there, but I kind of wish she would have let me just come and help them. There we go. These are the best jam, these little jam sandwiches that I've had out of an Australian CR1M before. These ones are nice and fresh, even though they're 5 years old now. Nice and fresh. And I've had them to where like the jam really was hard and it just kind of sucked. But these are really good, really fresh, really flavorful. That's what happens when some of these things get old. Like, a lot of the flavor just kind of leaves them. But these got a really nice shortbread type flavor. That's exactly what it is, shortbread. With a little strawberry jam smashed in between. Really good. What are you talking about, fake ones? What? Are a few good enough fake ones that can give you the cold beer on a hot day feeling that I still enjoy once in a while, camping or something? If I'm going to drink something, it's going to be hard liquor or whatever you call it, moonshine, liquor, whiskey, whatever. Because I can't do the whole drinking 10 beers and feeling like a blowfish, being blown up like a balloon. No, thank you. I mean, I can chug a couple beers and be fine with that, but go much deeper than that, and it's like, eh. And if I'm going to drink beer, I'm going to chug a couple beers real quick just to kind of get that feeling of a difference. You sipping on a beer doesn't make sense to me. Unless you're going to just do that all day, like my grandpa used to. I mean, he would easily put away 2 cases of beer in a day, like 48 beers in a day. Honestly, it was usually 230 packs, 60 beers in a day. I look back at that and think back of like how much liquid he ingested, also the calories, and I don't know how he stayed in the shape that he was in. I mean, which he had a pacemaker when he passed away. He was 70 years old, died on his birthday. On his 70th birthday. But still, I mean, he was a tough son of a bitch. I mean, that's all you can say about that World War II era fellas like him. I put this in a baggie. But anybody else who runs across one of these, let me know. Let me know what you got it, like what year it was that you got it out of. This, I got to go back and check. I think this was a 68. November of 68. But these, as far as I know, I've never seen another one. I've never seen another Hershey's disc like this. See, Hershey Food Corporation. They got to be decently rare. So, yeah. if you guys know or see any of these, let me know. I actually went back through after I got this. Went back through on YouTube and was searching through other people opening up B units and getting discs out. I was trying to see if anybody else got a Hershey disc. I could not find another one online that anybody had gotten. So I don't know. They have to be pretty daggone rare, would be my guess. Courtesy of Miss Marilyn, we got our 30-year-old camel here. Be 30? Yeah, be over 30. 92 would put it at 30. So yeah, over 30-year-old camel here. They're all the same mains? Really? Even if you got menus 1 through 5? Sean? Because I know Trucker said he opened up a Warnick case and it had menus 1 through 5 in it. Is Amazon good for MREs? I would have to say no. That's my personal opinion. But since eBay's kind of outlawed them, I mean, maybe. Honestly, if you're looking for a case of MREs, you can go over to foreignmre.com. I mean, you can use the code OS10 or Oldsmokey 10, get $10 off, and I think you can get a case of 2019s off of them for like $100 shipped. So it's like $99.99 shipped if you can't find them cheaper somewhere else. Then, and I know Art and Nina's are fresh, so that's an option. I get First Strike rations and case A and B cases there regularly. So I guess Sean buys them off of. Oh, you mean from foreignmre.com or from Amazon or both? Yeah, Spicy. That's kind of what I know a lot of guys have had issues with buying MREs on Amazon because they'll be advertised as brand new, and obviously that's just because they've never been opened. But they could be 10 years old. They could be, actually, how old could they be? They could go all the way back to 2008 and still look the same, more or less. And if they're loose and they have no stamp on them, I mean, honestly, like, there's no way to really know exactly. Well, I guess there is a way. There's a way to know if they're after 2012 or not, because that's whenever we started using the NATO format and having for every single bag. So I guess that would be one way to tell within a 3-year range right there, or what is it, 4-year range, if they're after 2012 or not. But they may even have pictures of 2020s or 2021s on there and be selling you 2011s. Also, okay, so you said from Amazon, the First Strike rations were 2021s. That's, I mean, you can't ask for any fresher than that, honestly. I still can't get over the fact that we get rations so fresh now. Ruler Yak will tell you, or Ration Museum right now, currently in the chat is what his name is in the chat, but Sean, he'll tell you that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, if you were going to get MREs, like, you were lucky if you were getting MREs that were 2 or 3 years old. I mean, if they were 2 years old, that was extremely fresh to you. 3 years old was pretty much the going rate of a fresh, quote unquote, fresh MRE. And I mean, if they were 5 years old, those were even considered to be fresh MREs. So yeah, it's a whole lot different now. You got people that I don't know. I don't care how they get them out. It doesn't matter. That somehow they get them. That maybe they get them issued to them. That they don't eat them, and they just bring them home with them, which is allowed because they're technically their MREs, and I think they might even pay for them out of their pay somehow sometimes, and they can do with them what they want. How I got to spend all that money they generated the 2 or 3 trillion, so the military's just over buying. Oh yeah. Well, see, all that freaking money that they haven't even allocated 80% of that money out yet, and the money that they did allocate out from that stupid 6 point whatever trillion that Trump done, and then the 1.9 that Biden done. Like, some of these places have money literally set aside for the next 10 years of stuff they don't even know what they're going to spend it on. It's crazy. Whenever I've heard company places, cities and counties and states and companies and industries talking about these crazy amounts of money that they have, that the government just gave away a whole crap ton of it. Now they wonder why inflation's so high. Well, that's why. I'm out. All I have to go out and plow at 3. Take care, everybody. Plow? I thought you was in California now, Robert. Wait, no. Where do you live at, Bob? I can't remember what your. Never mind. uh, I thought I saw Howard on here too. Yeah, hey Howard, aren't you? You're in California, right? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Dave Oz. Well, I'll tell you. I mean, the HDRs. Even if you do only get 2 menus in it, well, you're getting 2 different mains, but I think the sides are different. Hopefully, but you're going to get 5 of each if you get an AmeriQual case. And I think case A is exactly the same as case B, which is incredibly stupid, in my opinion. But I guess if you were handing that out to groups of people, it wouldn't really matter because they're going to end up only getting 1 out of that box anyway. I guess that's the way they were looking at it. But I don't know. It's just a lot of repetitive. Yeah, I mean, you talk about menu fatigue setting in with the quickness. Every single main being the same, every menu. Yeah, that's going to be tough. I got a case of 100 MRE pizzas for a little over $1 a piece recently. Damn. Are they just the cheese pizzas or are they pepperoni? I mean, yeah, I know, Howard, but I thought you moved. I thought you moved back to California. I thought you said something about moving. Yeah, Sean, that's a great deal, dude. That is a great deal. A little over, I mean, I think they're like, what, $6 a piece or $5 or $6 a piece if you go get them at Walmart. I think they come in packs of 2, the pepperoni pizzas, the Bridgeford. I've probably got about, let's see, I think I bought 20 of the pizzas one time, and then I bought 10 another time, and I probably got about 5 other ones. So I probably got about 35 of the MRE pizzas put up, just, loose pizzas for emergencies. If anything ever happens, got pizzas. Yeah, if you get them at Walmart, you pay $3+ each. So you got them less than half price, like basically a third. If you got them just a little over $1. What about LC? Military brat lived near Quantico in high school on the base in the building BX. There was a store that sold MREs and the military clothes and things. Yeah, they were $4 for an MRE in 1993. yeah. That now they're. I mean, I've seen them in shops on base now for up to $10-12 a piece. I think they overcharge for them. But yeah, they'll have guys actually come in there and get them for training and stuff. They'll have to buy them. It's kind of ridiculous. They don't always do that, but I know some guys do end up doing that. Oh yeah, when the pizzas first came out, that was back in let's see, was that 20? I had the first official pizza ration video on YouTube, which was back in 2017, I believe. And Stella, Sebastian, you guys got to stop. Stop, Sebastian. Anyway, The only reason I got that was because of Sniper. Sniper actually got it in his lunch one day, and he showed us all over on Slack. This has been years and years ago now. It's been like, wow, I guess like 5 years ago now. Anyway, got it in his lunch one day in a Norwegian, and the Norwegians were the first ones to put it in an actual ration. Then Shocker bought it off of him, Shocker 71, which I don't think he's been on here, but you guys go check out Shocker's channel. Link in my description. And Shocker bought it off of him, and he had it shipped directly to me, if I'm not mistaken. And I filmed it. All I had was like what what he had left over out of that ration to review. But I wanted to get that review of the pizza up because nobody had it at that point, and it was interesting. It was the vegetarian one though. I think it was just a cheese pizza, if I remember right. Or no, it was bacon. It was that substitute bacon. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. It's been a long time ago. Oh, Stella, getting Agnes in trouble. I take it your dog doesn't like my dog's barking. I didn't even think about that. Ordered some freeze dried. What? You ordered freeze dried McDonald's burgers and fish fillet sandwiches from freeze dried wholesalers. Are you serious? I can't imagine that would turn out very well, but that would be an interesting way to eat a McDonald's burger or fish sandwich. That's crazy. The Norwegian pizza's on your bucket list. Well, Kaylin, for you, obviously that would be the way to go. Because I do think it has the fake bacon on it. I think it's just textured TVP, if I'm not mistaken. Some Nardones. Just came out recently. All right, so now I've got to at least get this in my search bar right now, so I can look it up, because that would make one heck of a video, if nothing else. And you said that was from Freeze Dried Wholesalers. Freeze Wholesalers. I assume that's .com. Maybe. Let's see if it takes me to the proper website. And it did not. What in the heck is going on here? Okay. I'm seeing specialty freeze dried, madeinchina.com, wholesale freeze dried food manufacturers and suppliers, freeze dried wholesalers.com. Here we go. This has to be it. Is this the company right here? Let's just get down through here and see if I can find 30-pound uncooked. That's uncooked hamburger. Freeze-dried uncooked Beyond Meat burger. It's uncooked as well. Bunch of uncooked stuff. I had the pork patties before. Not pork patties, but pork chops. Actual pork chops before. They actually ship it as far south as VA. But don't seem to have it here in Philly. Oh, it's as far south as Virginia. I want to try freeze dry some corned beef hash. That would actually be a... Wait. Yeah, I've had that before. Yeah, it just wasn't called corned beef. Well, I guess it was just beef hash that I had from the 70s. Or maybe it was even 60s. It was a canvas bag, old LRP beef hash. And the only thing with the freeze dried beef hash was the potatoes kind of turned to mush, mashed potatoes basically. Yeah, Stella, it's a cat. Stop. Stella, you're going to hurt it. Yeah, please stop. Stella.
It's grappling. The cat is grappling.
And?
That's what she's doing.
Well, she's scared of her. I can't. Tomorrow at 5 Eastern, just going to eat one of those new HDRs and catch up with chat. Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. That's fine. You probably still don't have a car, do you? I think you said last week that they were probably going to total it out. I don't think I'm on the right website. Let me get it. Let me see here. Contact home. Our products. Let's go to our products. Freeze dried breakfast items, cheese, desserts, dairy items, uncooked meats, freeze dried cooked meats. I wonder if it'd be entrees. Freeze dried cooked meats, maybe? I don't know. This is what they got going on with their list here. Let's go to. Oh, no, that was uncooked. Dang it. That's not what I wanted to do. And now it's. Okay. I can. Look, it's being really weird. Okay, there we go. Got it. Our products, let's see. Freeze dried cooked meats. Egg and bacon. We got sausages there. We got panko breaded chicken. Nuggets. $32.85. Man, freeze dried stuff is expensive. And they're not showing you the freeze dried version either. I wonder if you click into it if they'll show you the freeze dried. They're just showing you what it looked like after they cooked it. Fully cooked ground pork, ground turkey, and they got a lot of stuff on here. There's just pulled chicken, cooked and sliced. There's meatballs. Let's click into one of these and see if it shows you what it looks like freeze dried. Okay, there's multiple pictures. Okay, there. Oh, I seen these. I seen this company on eBay. Yeah, yeah. It looks pretty good. I wonder how well the nuggets would do being freeze dried though. I know Steve got his own freeze dryer and was experimenting around with it a little bit. Okay, 13 and a half servings per container. So five, that'd be what, 50, 65, 67 and a half nuggets basically average. 67 and a half nuggets. That's a lot. And what was that, 35 bucks? That's not bad. 50 cents a nugget. That's not too bad for it being freeze dried and you being able to, store it forever. Although rehydrating something like that's just not going to work out. You can do it, put hot water on it, and eat a soggy chicken nugget, but it's exactly how you would think it would be, like dumping water on your chicken nuggets and then trying to eat them. It's going to be weird. So you're probably going to want to eat that dry. So you wouldn't be able to eat a whole lot of that without it really messing you up. As far as like you'd have to intake a lot of water and be careful on how much you ate. But it'd be a good product to have because my kids would tear something like that up for sure. Hang on. Where are they? What the heck did I do with them? Maybe this is them. Kind of relevant right now. USSR. I can't remember where he said these were from. I've got the paper that he gave me somewhere. I put it in my paperwork over here of all the letters and addresses that I get. But Yeah, this is kind of relevant to the times right now. A USSR non-filtered cigarette. That's. I think you said these were from 1987, but just a pristine box. And I think you said these were like low quality cigarettes, but honestly, they're pretty daggone decent by today's standards. I'll say that. And I've smoked a lot of high quality vintage tobacco too, and these are not bad. They're a little dry, obviously. They need to be put in the humidor. I need to get the humidor off my son and use it. But these are actually pretty daggone good. So before I sign out, I'll talk to you guys for a minute. Smoke myself one of these. I have no idea what these are called. I don't know if that's the company that he was talking about that has the fish fillet and the McDonald's burger. I mean, that's a good idea. I don't know how well that they would freeze dry though. Have you guys ever seen the story about the salesman that used to? He was some sort of door-to-door salesman. It's a video that's here on YouTube that I watched probably. It's been a long time ago, 5 6 years ago that I watched the video, and it was older then, so it's probably like a 9 10 year old video maybe. He was a door-to-door salesman, and he like the last day he ended up being a salesman, a door-to-door salesman. He had his jacket on, and he had a cheeseburger, a McDonald's cheeseburger, and he didn't eat it, and he stuck it in his pocket of his jacket and forgot about it, and didn't get that jacket out for like 10 or 15 years, something like that. I think it was 10 years. And when he got that jacket out, he discovered that burger in his pocket and took it out and unwrapped it, and it looked almost exactly like it did the day that he put it in his pocket. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a McDonald's burger that's set around for a couple days, dries out. That's pretty much what it looked like. Like, it didn't look any different than a 2 or 3 day old McDonald's burger. There was no mold on it. Why was there no mold on it? This is bread. This is, I guess it's technically bread. It's supposed to be bread. There's no way it's. I don't even know what McDonald's could be doing to that food for it to not mold after 15 years in a pocket. And it never had any mold on it. Like, it never ever once formed any mold on it. I want to see that fish fillet and the McDonald's burger. I want to see a picture of that. You should email me a picture of that, or a link to how to buy them or something. Because I would definitely be interested in that. Because I mean, I guess if I knew somebody who had a freeze dryer that would be willing to do that, because it would take hours for something that big and that solid. Maybe if you stuck it with a fork and like poked holes in it, that would help it dry out quicker. Um, it would probably still take, I don't know, 20 24 hours, something like that. Okay, go to freeze dried entrees. Okay, you got it. I will do that right now. Yeah, I was looking at that this company stuff that they had on eBay the other day. They had some decent stuff on eBay. The reason I was looking for freeze dried chicken for my dog actually. Mountain House number 10 can. I think I found a number 10 can for like $60, which is a good deal. Our products, and you said to go to entrees, freeze dried entrees. Ha! It's right at the top. It's sold out. Oh man, everything's sold out except they got the taquitos, and they got cheese tortellinis and fully cooked mini vegetable egg rolls. Yep, they did a freeze dried spicy chicken sandwich, which was just a McChicken. It's not a spicy chicken. It's a McChicken. The picture that they have is a McChicken. Um, they did a regular hamburger that had pickles, onions, ketchup on it, and they did the fish fillet, and they did a freeze dried cheeseburger. But yeah, like I said, I guarantee you it takes at least 20 to 24 hours to freeze dry one of those. Well, you know, you're not going to do one, you're going to do trays of them. But I wonder, does it say how much they were wanting for them? It doesn't, does it? Since they're sold out. I mean, because you got to think they're. Come on now. Hang on a second. Dude. They're charging 30. They're charging $32 for 3 freeze-dried cheeseburgers. They're charging you over $10 a piece for them. So they're charging you 9. Well, I guess they aren't $1 a piece anymore. Call them $2 a piece, which I know they're not, but close enough after tax and whatever. It's be $6, 20, 26. I don't know if that's shipping included or not. If that's not shipping included, then that's a little bit much. Even if it is shipping included, it's still a little bit much. But I guess that'd be a way that you could have a McDonald's hamburger anytime, anywhere, just no matter what. I'd probably buy it for the novelty of it. I'd say that's probably why they sold them. People bought them for the novelty of it, not for the functionality of it, but just so they could say that they ate a McDonald's burger that was freeze dried. I see these popping up in 10 years and being like $50 a burger. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure that electric bill ain't cheap. Yeah, I mean, it ain't that bad though. Come on, like, no way. That it still wouldn't equate. Not like you got to make your money. That's 100% understandable. But still, man, that's a pretty large profit margin. If that like I said, if that doesn't include shipping, if that's just for the 3 burgers being freeze dried, that's a little bit high. I would say 25 or so would be about right. But if that does include shipping, then it's justifiable. If that doesn't include shipping, then it should be more like 25 plus shipping. Shipping should be like $6-7 for something like that. That small. These have a pretty unique taste to them. They really do have almost like a 60s or 70s vintage flavor to them. They got a slight flavor of like a pipe tobacco or something. I would say it's. I mean, it's not the same, but it's similar. Smooth though, super smooth. I can only smoke about half one. Every time I put them out about halfway and smoke the other half at another time. They're strong, that's for sure. All right. Oh yeah, that cigarette's old. It's let's see, what was it? Has to be 87 or older, right? Or at least I think that's what the note said. So would that be what? 35? Yeah, 35 years old. Pretty old. Not extremely old, but old enough. Plus it's a USSR cigarette, so that just adds like another little cherry on top. All right, well, I'm going to finish eating what I want. I'm not going to finish eating that lamb. I'm sorry. It's not my cup of tea. I hate that. Um, I guess I'm saving them usually for breakfast one day. This is a large serving of. I should have just went ahead and ate this, but 90 grams. That's 3 times maybe, or maybe even over 3 times what a typical serving is of oatmeal here in the United States. All right. Well, this was a great experience to get that little time travel trip back and into having welfare cheese. That was cool. I didn't expect that out of that. Well, like I said, the last time I had it, it was a lot smooth, like a lot more pliable. Maybe it was hotter. I don't know. Can't remember. It's been a while. But all right, guys. I guess I'm going to be hopping off here. Don't forget about Sean's live stream tomorrow. Ration Museum live stream. He says he's going to crack open one of those HDRs. And just kind of catch up with chat, which is always fun. So we actually get to talk back and forth and have conversations, which I think is good. I think I should do that sometime instead of trying to do all this stuff. Just kind of focus more on just the chat. Click on that link right there that he just put up there, and go ahead and set your reminder for tomorrow. Oh, Joe just popped in with a great show, Smokey. Thanks, Womp. Thank you for the super chat, Joe. I appreciate that, man. You did not have to do that. I say that every time, but I really mean it. You guys, you don't have to do that. I appreciate it, though. And I know I miss a lot of messages over there. If they pop up a super chat, I make sure that I get to them. And I feel bad that I can't get to all of them. So, but thanks, Joe. I appreciate that, man. Next week, going to be the HDR. And then LC, right? LC is anyway, she sent a custom MRE. So yeah, well, it looks like we got a Russian a Russian name popped up in there that Miss Marilyn had to delete. You guys probably can't even see it, but I can. It might have had something to do with that USSR smoke that I just had. That's probably pretty offensive, honestly. Um, I don't know what the climate is with folks that live over there about that. I have no clue. I don't know how they feel about that. I'd say it's a mixed bag. So, all right, guys. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. I cannot think of it right now, so I guess I'm just going to skip it. But I really appreciate each and every one of you guys, especially you guys that hang out to the end. Man, I really do appreciate you guys spending your time hanging out on here, chatting in the chat, and just being the community that we are. So, all right, guys. I want to say a huge thanks to my patrons. Thank you guys on Patreon over there. And I guess now all I got left to do is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Later.